When a body dies, they tell you it's the end, a final breath, a coffin. A stone with your name on it, but it was never supposed to be this way. Burial was meant to be a return, a sacred passage from body to earth and soul to source, but somewhere along the way, that passage was hijacked. Today's burials are not about honouring the dead, they are about containing them, and they are about trapping the living inside endless cycles of grief. When you die, the system claims your body, hospitals, morgues, laws. The same system that lied to you in life now locks you down in death. They say it's for dignity, but it's about ownership. They embalm your flesh with chemicals, drain your blood, inject preservatives, seal your body inside heavy lacquered boxes. They build stone vaults underground, giant cold cages, so that the body cannot return naturally to the soil. And they call it tradition. But what it really is spiritual sabotage. You see, when a person dies, the soul doesn't always leave immediately. In some cases, the soul exits cleanly, no tethers, no fear. But if there's trauma, confusion, or unfinished bonds, the soul can linger for hours, even days. It circles, it watches, it waits. And if the body is trapped, locked, embalmed, cemented into a cage, the soul's final tether to the flesh can get tangled. It doesn't know whether to rise or stay behind. And every day that passes, the harder it becomes to break free. This is why graveyards feel heavy. This is why sorrow clings to cemetery soil like fog. Because they are not places of peace, they are containment fields, energy harvest grids. The walls around them are not to protect the dead, they're to seal in the trapped energies. Even cremation, they tell you, is freedom, a return to the elements. But that's another half-truth. Ancient cultures use fire slowly, sacredly. The body was burned over hours, days, guided with prayer, music, intent. Today, industrial furnaces blast the body at brutal temperatures before the soul is even finished letting go. It fractures the energetic field, it shocks the spirit. A soul in confusion doesn't ascend easily. It lingers, it drifts. It sometimes forgets what it was before it even came here. You can feel it, even if no one talks about it, you can feel it. Every cemetery, every funeral home, heavy, muted, like the air is thicker there. Because the dead were meant to rise, but instead they are held down by stone and metal and sorrow. And it isn't just grief, it's harvest. But boo, there's a way around their trap. Even inside their system, you can free the soul. You don't have to lose your loved ones to the cycle. It's not about bamboo coffins alone. It's not about linen wraps alone. It's about intent. Here's how you break the field. If you can, choose natural materials, bamboo, linen, soft wood that breathes. Nothing lacquered, nothing Loctite. Refuse chemical embalming if you can. Ask for refrigeration only. No false preservation. Before burial, speak aloud at the graveside, in the heart. It doesn't matter if others understand. It matters that the spirit hears you. So, may this vessel return freely to the earth. May no stone, no metal, no wall, no sorrow hold them. May they rise beyond the net. May they walk into the stars. Because intent cracks the grid, pure will rips the veil. The land may be cursed, the stones may anchor sorrow. But the soul listens only to the true call. The final release happens in the living. It happens when you stop clinging to bones and memories. When you offer your love with no strings. When you say, I love you, but I release you, I will meet you beyond the walls. That's how you tear the cycle apart. That's how you honor the real dead. That's how you free them from the machine. Because death isn't supposed to be a prison. It's supposed to be a flight, a rising, a return, and it's not too late to remember. Because the dead do not ask us to weep forever. They do not ask for stone markers. They do not need graves to be remembered. They need us to live free enough to meet them again. When you tie sorrow to their resting place, you chain yourself to the ground as well. You become another stone in the field of grief. You carry the weight that was never meant to stay. True honouring is to remember with light, not chains. To speak their names into the wind, not carve them into cold, dead stone. Even the land beneath the cemeteries remembers the weight. Roots that try to grow are choked. The magnetic flow of the earth is twisted. Grief pools in the soil like old blood. The birds sing quieter there. The air feels heavier. Because sorrow is anchored into the bones of the land itself. This is why ancient people chose sacred forests, hillsides, riversides. They knew that life must continue where death had passed through, not be frozen in stone prisons. We were never meant to walk among endless graves. We were meant to plant trees over our dead, to scatter seeds into their ashes, to let the cycle breathe again. Stone steals breath, stone locks memory, stone traps the song that was meant to rise back to the stars. The ones you lost are not waiting under the ground. They are waiting beyond the veil, watching, calling, hoping you will walk free enough to hear them again. The words rest in peace are carved into every headstone. But what peace can there be inside a box, inside concrete, inside a wall built by men who sold death by the acre? True peace is when nothing binds you anymore, when even the memory of the body releases you, when the soul rises beyond every name, every stone, every tear. You do not find them by kneeling at their grave. You find them by lifting your face to the stars and whispering, "I remember you, but I free you now." They built cemeteries to hold energy, but they cannot hold spirit. Not if you tear the sorrow away from the field, not if you refuse to be another weight in the ground. Honor the dead by living in their freedom. Speak their names in joy, not chains. Walk where life still grows, not where grief is farmed. They are not lost, they are not trapped, unless we trap them with our fear. And you are the generation that must break the cycle. You are the flame that frees the past and lights the way forward for those still waiting to come home. But here's the real good news. It's not too late. Not for them, not for you, not for the soul. Even if the body was trapped, the soul is not fully trapped unless you keep binding it with sorrow. And there are ways to free them right now, no matter what happened at death. Here's the truth of how to free them even now. You can call them free by pure will. Sit somewhere quiet, no need for churches, no need for graves. Speak directly from your heart. Say something like, "I release you fully, no grief binds you, no stone holds you, no sorrow chains you to the earth, you are free to rise, you are loved but not chained. Go where the light calls you, go where peace lives." Words are spells, boo. Your permission and release are more powerful than any grave vault or furnace. Offer them light, not sadness. Every time you mourn in sorrow, you pull on their echo. But when you remember them with gratitude, with love without chains, you feed their journey upward. Smile for them, live for them, speak their name in joy. This breaks the loops. Light a true flame for them. Light a candle, place it by living plants, by open sky. And as the flame rises, say, "As this flame rises, so do you." No earth binds you, no sorrow holds you, only love, only light. Flames are ancient messengers. The spirit understands them beyond words. But even if your loved ones passed through the system, even if they were buried in concrete fields, even if they were burned in industrial furnaces, it's not too late. It's never too late. The soul is not stone, the soul is not ash, the soul is light, and light cannot be chained forever. You can free them right now. You don't need permission from priests or governments. You don't need gravestones or papers. You need only your will. Sit with the memory of the one you love. Feel them, not their bones, not their ashes, but them, the song of their existence, still vibrating beyond time. And when you feel it, speak. I release you. No wall binds you. No grave holds you. You are loved, but you are free. Words are the keys. Words open the locks they tried to seal. Light a flame if you can, a small candle, a wildfire, it doesn't matter. As the flame rises, know that you are building a bridge with your heart, a way for them to walk free. Plant something, a tree, a flower, a blade of grass. Let life grow in their name. Every breath the plant takes is a prayer for them to rise. The soul feels this, it untangles sadness, it lifts them higher. Let the living breath of the earth become their new memory. Forgive yourself too, forgive the world for forgetting the real ways. Forgive the sorrow for making you believe you had no power, because you have all the power you need. You are the chain breaker, you are the light caller. You are the one who can rip sorrow's net apart with a single word of truth. They're not waiting in graves, they're waiting in the stars for the sound of you remembering. And now you have. Carry this flame with you, not as a burden, but as a banner. You are not a mourner anymore, you are a liberator. And the dead, the real dead, they are rising. Because you dared to speak the forgotten word, freedom. Forgive yourself. This is critical, boo. Forgive yourself if you didn't know. Forgive your family for not knowing. Forgive the world for being trapped in a system of lies. Because guilt binds souls too, release it. Turn sorrow into strength. They are not angry. They are waiting for you to speak freedom over them. Know this truth deep in your bones. The soul is stronger than the system. Love is stronger than concrete. Memory carried in light rises higher than any tomb. You can free them anytime you choose. You have the power. You always did. And once you do it, their true journey continues beyond the nets, beyond the stones, beyond the false fields of grief.